Welcome! Alright, everybody. So, I know Cam's all cool, and he's got the bardic knowledge. So, being that he has the bardic knowledge, I figured I would also have my own theme song. Ready for this? He is an artist! He is a DM! This is DM2Art! A whenever I want podcast / Twitch stream where I discuss the finer points of making character art for your D&D characters or maps or whatever. I'm Levi. Let's go on a journey together. Long pause. All right, welcome back. As you can see, I've done some work while we've been away. So, I've been working on Balren's hat. This is some metal work I did. That's all fake. Metal from the hat I, again, stole from textures.com. My favorite place to steal. I'll see if I can find the actual metal. That's it. That's the actual metal. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the metal from a elevator door. Haha. And then I did a lot of burning, which is creating shadows, and dodging, which is creating highlights of the pre-existing gold that I converted the color into. I did a little bit of painting on top and called it a day. The hat was trickier. I had to go online and steal a hat and mod the hat heavily. And I still don't entirely love the hat, but the hat is not today's focus. Oh God, is there elevator music? Oh, get it. Ha ha ha. I just caught that. I do have music going on in the background, super quiet, and I wasn't sure if people can hear it or not. I was like, because sitting here in the silence is like, it's a lot. So here we go. I'm going to start with cloth today for Balren's scars, because we've got this cloth that crosses his body, and those stains I implied in ink are going to be blood. And he's got his wrapped wrist down here. We're going to make that bloody too. So that means we have to begin with cloth of some sort. And I see no reason why we shouldn't use the cloth we already grabbed. Except I want to get it to, I don't want to use this burlap looking kind. I want to use this like muslin kind of torn stuff. The stuff that looks like not clean. Like Balren doesn't understand how basic medicine works, and also because D&D doesn't really believe in medicine. So I'm not going, however, to pull any stains that are on here. I want to make our own stains. So let's go get blood stains. Oh yeah. I'm going to go to textures.com because it's the best. And I'm going to grab blood. Blood. Now I'm going to have to listen to In This Moment, Blood, which is a fantastic song of I don't know if they're good. I like them. I bet Cam thinks they're a bad band. Cam's pretentious. Okay, so I don't like these blood dots because it looks like the blood spattered but didn't soak through. I want it to look like it soaked through his clothes. So all the dotty dots are not really my jam. I like these guys over here quite a bit. The only reason I don't like this one is it's got two levels of blood. It's got fresh and dry, and we're going to make his blood look old and dry, so we're going to push it to brown. So I want to keep it red first. So logging in. Oh, I guarantee that my theme song, as I won't even bother to remember it, is going to be totally different each time. Should be fun. Texture in, splatter fabric number 12. Go back in time, I told told you to. Oh, don't you tell me what's what. Don't you tell me what's what, Texture. I tell you what's what. Download. Now, away with you. Now we go file open. Now we got to find our crap. I go to downloads. I look through all my various nonsense. What's up, Air? Grab that thing. Grab that thing. Open. Gonna grab this. Like, okay. So let me explain. When you open up new things, Photoshop Standard tabs them to the top of your screen. So here's my original for Balren up here, and then here's the new guys. And all the additional ones I come in will tab as well. The beauty is I can just grab them with the cross move, the move tool. The move tool. Oh, I hate those previews. I hate them so much. Clicky, floaty, weighty, floaty. Oh, you see that? The move sign has a little plus by it, meaning I can now let go. Blam! And it appears. So I no longer need number 12. And now I'm going to look at number 6. Grab it. Draggy, floaty, weighty, draggy, weighty, let go. Now, let's see where they went, because I'm trying to stay organized. So I'm going to call that spatter. Nope, I'm going to call it blood 1. Oh, I don't know if you guys can hear that. That might be my daughter screaming at somebody. She needs a nap. She's a warrior. Okay. So, that's my jam right there. I got blood. Now, this blood is huge. Far too big. So I'm going to take this layer, hold shift, grab this layer. So I got them both selected. I hit Control T. That's free transform. Free transform is the guy that lets us rotate. He also opens the door to Pan's favorite new tool, warp. So I'm going to right click. I have the free transform open. The beauty of free transform is it lets you move things, it lets you resize things, it lets you rotate things. However, free transform is a very possessive tool. It likes commitment, and you are not allowed to work on anything else other than it while it's up. So I have to commit to my decisions first before I can utilize any other tool. So I'm going to size down. And I held shift so it would retain proportions. That's very key, kids. Gotta retain your proportions. If you don't retain your proportions, you get this nonsense. You get this bullshit. I don't want any of that bullshit. I don't want that. I want good stuff. So I'm gonna keep it like that. I'm gonna zoom in and let's see what I got here. I'm going to commit to that choice. So my blood is now of a decent size, but these are originals. And kids, do we work with originals? No, we clone them and we play with the clones. We leave the precious originals safe. So I'm now going to clone and put them up here. I'm going to put the originals away. Safe for everyone. And I'm going to clone him. Yep. You move up here, copy. Now I put you away. I'll lock all my sources away so they're all safe. I like my safe sources. So I'm going to bring up Balren's black background so we can see what's going on. It's black. And sorry for the zoom in, zoom out party, kids. I know it's going to be disorienting. I find that watching somebody zoom in, zoom out abruptly is almost like being forced to sit passenger when you get motion sickness in a car. There's not much I can do about that. So I'm gonna take a look at my cloth. I want the grain of my cloth. Cloth has grain? Kind of. Definitely has direction. So I like that. I actually like that quite a bit. I'll even stretch it a little bit vertical. I don't want that fold there. I don't want that fold there. You go away, fold. I'll tell you when I want you to do what I want you to do. Okay. I'm happy with that. Now I hit enter. Now it's set on a weird layer. It's layered all funky. It's behind everything. I'm taking it to the top of the pile. Now I am going to make it see-through. No, I'm going to make it a multiply layer so it lets certain things show through. Multiply and overlay are kind of my go-tos because the beauty of illustrating is if you're making not realism, if you're not making photos of people, but you're making fantasy art kind of things, multiply and overlay allow black lines to cut through. So I'm going to see multiply and, oh, look, kids, everything shows through and the white of the page. So now already the bandage is the right thing. However, the same bandage is also showing through on the jacket and all that jazz. And we don't want that. We don't want that. So I am going to work on the original selection, the original layer where the original illustration is. God damn it, Magic Wand. You know, you dream. You hope and you dream that Magic Wand will just do it for you. Nope. Look at him. Look how shitty he's being. He's being all lazy. He's being a lazy Magic Wand. He won't select everything. So I got to go in there and I do it myself. So, polygonal lasso. Oh, polygonal. Polyagonal. Poly lasso. She's a good girl. Look at her. She's just trying to help me out. And you know what? I think we could all use some help. The command word for Magic Wand. Well, I did a detect magic on it, but I think it's cursed. The detect magic did show that it had divination, transmutation, heavy transmutation, aura, and a little bit of conjuration. And I was like, well, that's my jam. That's exactly what I need. And then I didn't identify, and it confirmed this thing creates selections. And then I was like, awesome. And then I used it as like, I'm a cursed item. Blah! Your hand is glued to me forever. I don't know. That bit got weird at the end. So, don't they all? So now I got this selection done for myself. Every time you guys see me doing a lengthy selection, you're going to hear a lot of mad libbing. Because I got to kill time. So now, the selection is on the layer of the original illustration. So if I were to copy that, you would just get a copy of the original drawing. So I got to go back to where the cloth layer actually is, and I'm going to flicker it to confirm, because that is always the smart thing to do. Oh, look. Flicker, flicker. Now, it's on cloth 2 layer. So if the same selection is sitting on the cloth layer, and I right-click layer via copy, which is the best layer via, obviously, clicky. McCulloch, nothing happened. I use my teacher name. Nothing happened. So then I go to the cloth 2 that we cloned from, and I delete. And you guys should see just the bandage. And everything looks great. Yeehaw, bandage. Except, there's no blood. You promised us blood. By the Maker, we were promised the blood. The innocents cannot die for nothing. We demand blood. So, I'm going to take these 2 layers and bring them all the way to the top. Like, subscribe, kids. Make sure to tell Cam that what we're doing is better content. Because Cam doesn't do dumb voices. Let's see. So I did the multiply layer. The beauty is, you look here, this multiply layer is starting to look pretty sweet. It's looking like the blood is actually already attached, like it's already part of things. And everything else is working out so well because the multiply layer is cutting out so much other stuff that, to be honest, I won't have to do that much editing of this. I'm just looking for a good... I want to have it come up from the side, like he's stabbed kind of in the ribs. Keep that there. And take this bloody t-shirt. And I need to cut out these lines. I don't know what they're going to do. I can't trust that collar. I just want to get some of this blood down here. So I'm going to grab... Oh, I'll show you a cool trick that Polly does. Polygonal lasso. Pretty Polly. She does selections with a clicky, clicky, clicky and a straight liney, liney, liney. However, she's a versatile gal, so I can get her started. And then anytime I want, while it's up and running, I can hit Alt and she becomes regular lasso. She transmutes. And then as long as I'm holding down Alt, she does exactly what the mouse tells her to. She'll lead a trailing line that is as accurate as human error allows. Now I'm going to let go of that Alt, and she'll pick back up with a straight line. Hey, Levi, where'd the line go? Well, that is Photoshop brain farting. If you've never messed with Photoshop before, it's a hungry beast that eats up a lot of RAM in your video card. And it has a lot of visual glitches where it is doing its job. It's just not showing you it's doing its job. So sometimes the user can't necessarily confirm it's doing what it's told. And there's a lot of weird, strange things like something will be there, but it won't image it, like ghosts. So I'm going to layer via copy on blood 1. Make sure I got blood 1. I do have blood 1. See, I flicker to confirm, kids. Flicker to confirm. Always flicker to confirm. And now I'm going to right click and layer via copy. And I'm going to delete the original shirt because I don't need it. And I'm going to take the blood. And I'm going to move over here and right click. Sorry, not right click. I'm going to Control T. I'm going to size this one down a little bit. Gonna have it just pop in a little bit. Bring it to a multiply layer because it's our jam. Oh yeah, look at that. That's great. That's some good stuff right there. So hit enter. Now I only want blood on the bandage. I don't want anywhere else. I don't want to hear on his body yet. I don't want the jacket. So I need to confirm where the blood is. And right now the blood's on two separate... Nope. There. So blood 2 copy and layer 16 are my blood. I'm going to merge down. Now they're the same layer. So anything I do to one happens to the other. And there's my bandage that I cut. The beauty is now that my bandage that's cut exists, that bandage, even though you're looking at a lot of different layers right now that are combined to make a complex image of a jacket and skin and all that jazz. Really, what you're looking at on only layer 15 is only this bandage. That's it. It'll be like a strange pentagon shape that's stretched and a strange triangle. So if I keep them up and I magic wand here, then it only selects them. So I can right click and I can select inverse. And now I go to my blood layer. And now in my blood layer, so I'm using the bandage layer to create the selection. And then I use my blood layer to copy. And now, nope, I did the wrong layer. That's why the bandage got darker. Okay, now it's going to work. So now I'm on layer 16 where the actual blood is. And I layer via copy. And you're like, the blood got darker. But if I delete 16, the blood only exists on the bandage. It left this strap. It's only on the bandage. Now, despite there being the blood there, I'm going to take the bandage layer and I'm going to see if I can exaggerate the texture a little bit. So it doesn't just look like a matte tan kind of color. So I'm going to bring up brightness contrast and we're going to drive up the contrast to see if I can get anything more out of it. There's not a lot there for me to play with. So I'll leave that as is. Instead, I'm going to go to the blood and I'm going to darken it. I need dark blood. And I'm going to drag the brightness down ever so slightly. And that looks great, except the original t-shirt is also going dark with us, and we don't want that. So instead, I will try hue saturation. A lot of Corona fear. Yeah. See, one of the reasons I'm doing this, everybody, is I'm on lockdown. Hi, I'm a teacher, and I figure I'm home, and so I might as well try and get ahead of cam while I'm home. And doing something is, better than doing nothing, because even if it does nothing to affect the situation, I feel productive, and productivity is a nice way towards sanity. So, hue saturation allows you to change the color globally of any one thing. So if I go on the coat, there's the coat, I'm flickering the coat. If I go on the coat, and I go up to hue saturation, then I can change the coat's color. Ooh. Ah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Give me that different colored coat. So, I use hue saturation a lot. The catch of hue saturation is it only works globally, meaning everywhere, on the layer you apply it to. So right now, I'm going to grab my blood layer, and on my blood layer, I'm going to hue saturate, try and drive it down to a type of brown. So I'm going to drive it all the way up to see what it looks like. Oh, thank you, Bricks. The only downside to this stream is I find it's a little, it's pretty exclusive. Unless you got Photoshop, it's just me monkeying around with Photoshop. Like, it's not really teaching anything. Like, not in any way that's helpful, at least I find. Oh, god damn it. Okay, I'm going dark, and I'm getting the negative space of the original sheet. So now that means I gotta do it by hand, which sucks. So, here we go. This is what you always avoid. You always avoid doing it by hand, because it's just no fun. Maybe Magic Wand will help us this time. Magic Wand will, maybe it'll do what it's told. So, here's my hope. My hope is the red is a unique value range. So if I click on the red with Magic Wand, maybe Magic Wand will sense the red and collect a lot of it. It's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. It's based on a tolerance number. So the lower the tolerance, the more specific the Magic Wand is. The higher the tolerance, the more it grabs. So if I right click on it, I can hit similar. And right now we're set to a tolerance of 30. So if I hit similar, we'll see what it gets. It's not bad, but I really like these little trace guys, these little tiny dots. So here's what I'm going to do. I got to confirm them on the blood layer before I move on any further. Blood. So there we go. Blood layer is confirmed. I'm on the right layer. I'm going to layer mask. Shablam. Now here's what layer mask does. Love layer mask. I love layer mask. It's the best. Layer mask is for control freaks. See this box right here? I'm floating my cursor over. That's the mask itself. Now, I'm going to say this, and it still won't make sense. Not because any of you are dumb, but because Photoshop's like dancing or driving. Until you do it, you don't really know, how to do it. So, everywhere in this box where there is white, you can see the layer. Everywhere where there is black, that part of the layer is masked. It's hidden. So anywhere where I paint white on this layer, the image returns. And anywhere where I paint black on this layer, the image erases. So the cool thing about layer masking is it's a way to selectively erase anything and then bring it back if you think you made a mistake. So right now, I will example. Here I got a black brush, regular paintbrush, and it's 100%. I paint away. Blah! Blood's gone. And now if I go back to white, I can just paint it right back. No mistake. And so all that layer masking I did before, all that blood, even little tiny guys, are still there. But now before I get there, I want to take this whole layer. I want to see if I can darken it. Yeah, like the crew, the guys are going to help me keep my sanity. And I think that's true of everyone. Like, we all need to stay tight. The funny thing is, my wife was joking. She's like, the nice thing about you and your nerd friends is that in general, this is how you guys connect to each other. Oh, let me talk about what I'm doing. So on the hue slider, if I go to the left, it goes to the purple range of color because it just moves through the color wheel. Oh, he's here. He's here now. Yeah, I see you. Yeah, shaking your boots, California. I'm working today. What are you doing? Not working yet. You didn't even hear it. I have a theme song now. Oh, I got a theme song. You just go back in time and you go check it out and piss yourself with how good it is. Okay. So, if I go to the left, I move one direction on the wheel. Well, I want my blood to seem like it's dry. And dry blood goes slightly brownish black. So I'm going to move a little bit towards orange. And I'm going to darken with my lightness right here. I like that. That's pretty sweet there. That looks good. It's like old, nasty, dried blood. However, there was some really nice, subtle stuff in here. Oh, okay. This is a level of zoom I hate. I am at 500. See the image. 600. Ah! You can see an entire grid of every pixel. You want to get closer because, detail helps. But once you see this grid, it makes your job twice as hard to do. So F that. Okay. So we've reached our limit to how close we can get. Hate that grid. I hate it. I hate the grid. All right. Oh, and I got a teaser for all y'all for Everstorm. I'm working on my setup down here. You guys see me on I zoomed in again like an idiot. You guys see me again on Saturday. It's going to look different down here. It's very project-y in the house today. I'm getting super project-y. I'm making crap. So, I now have a brush. It has 0% hardness, so it's a nice soft edge. I'm going to bring the flow down so I can slowly fade in those additional blood stains. And now... Oh, no, I don't want to do that. I accidentally painted white, and I don't want to paint white. I want to be on the mask where when I paint, it returns the image. That's what I want. So damn it. It's your reflex to really want to zoom in there. You're like, why'd you bring back all that stuff? I thought you wanted it gone. Yeah, but now I can selectively paint it out. This is kind of an endless back and forth, I'm not going to lie. Like when you punch up and you've committed to layer masking, then you really do have to go in and out and erase stuff. So I'm going to lower my flow a little bit more. After we go in, so now I'm just going to selectively remove, just kind of softly paint out all that. I do not like how softy soft this is all looking. Softy soft, so stupid. See, this is when Photoshop gets frustrating because it's like, you're smart enough to crack the right formula of tool combinations to get exactly what you want, but it's just on the tip of your tongue. Like it's tickling your mind in a way that makes you want to go stab something. Not like anything like that needs to be stabbed, more like something that you wouldn't mind stabbing, like, I don't know, like an IRS agent or something. I don't know. All right, I'm going to go with that for now because I already feel I'm taking too long with this bandage. So I'm going to leave it at that. Let's move on to... I don't know. I got Gladius in there. I'm gonna come onto the stump. First off, in the original illustration, flicker, there it is. The stump lines are really, really light, and I don't like that. So I'm gonna go through and darken those stump lines with a burn. Burn! I'm gonna burn your stump. I'm gonna burn it. I'm gonna set the exposure a little higher. Exposure is how fast burn or dodge works. So, ooh, yeah. Now, because I set burn to midtones, it's not even darkening the white because the white is not a midtone. So the cool thing about burn and dodge is it does selectively choose what to go. So it's like you're just hosing an area with a tool and it's only picking up the thing you want. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. While I'm here, that coat is going to drive me crazy because it should be darker in there. So I'm going to make it darker in there. Again, with burn. Oh yeah, darken up that coat. Yeah. Spicy Tom. Ugh, the spicy Mike. I do not understand. It's been explained to me, and spicy Mike still remains a mystery to me. I honestly think the whole thing is a long-term, not even that funny, slow practical joke being played on me. Because I fail to understand what's happening. Okay, I just caught a glaring thing that's driving me bonkers, and as an art person, it'll probably drive you bonkers too. So right here, I got a sash, and this sash, as you can see, goes underneath the belt, and yet, if this belt buckle thingamajobber does have transparency in the pegs, there should be a line there. And you know what, also, I should have oh man, I can't look at this and not see a lot wrong with it. Okay, here we go. We're gonna do some... I must be slipping in my old age. I can't believe this got past me. This is unacceptable. So, we're going to fix this nonsense because there are some serious problems in here. And for those of you who are like, no, there's not. Yeah, just wait. Just wait. This is going to be like totally bullshit when you take a look at it when I get done. So, I got to grab this interior because there are literally perspective issues. What's a perspective issue? Oh, wait till I start pointing them out and then you'll see what I'm talking about. So I'm going to make sure I'm on the illustration layer. And I'm layer by copy that. Hopefully I can just warp it into place. We'll see if that goes. So I want to move it here so it sits more center. And I'm going to leave that there. And now I'm going to selectively paint it away with layer mask, because layer mask is the jam. I said 100% flow this time, so it erases on the first drag with a little bit of hardness to the brush. Yeah, you leave, because I told you to. And... that's a bit of a problem, and so's that. And so's this, to be honest. Didn't like this warp. Or this warp. Fine with this warp, but don't like this warp. I like this warp. I like that warp. Okay. Now I got to do a lot of hand painting, I think, honestly. Which is like... part of the devil of Photoshop is you get used to these functions that make your life easier in a different way and harder in a different way. And it makes you actually kind of lazy about making changes. So I'm going to merge that down so I'm all set. Now the rest of this, sadly, has to be hand done. So you're going to see some real nonsense right here. Like, straight up nonsense. Now, time to be smart. I'm going to do a big grab of this whole area of the belt piece, and I'm going to clone it because I don't want to permanently alter anything. And here's a fun one, kids. I'm going to hit Alt, and I'm going to erase literally every other layer. Shebang. He's gone. Now, this actually shows you how Photoshop thinks. This whole time, every single time we've worked on a layer, and we've told a single layer what to do, this is what Photoshop sees. Only the single layer we're affecting. And it shows the other layers, but it doesn't necessarily compile them the same way we think about it. I'm not going to start over now. Shut up, Ogle. Like and subscribe. So I'm now going to go in and hand do some customized work. This is nitty gritty stuff. I got to use a tiny brush. Nope, 4's too small. Use a 6. I like a 6. Look at that 6. And I'm going to float on the layer above. So by floating on a layer above, I'm committing to no changes. And I'm going to paint out that edge. And paint out this edge and that edge, because I know I want to get my perspective nice and clean. Now I'm going to grab this. I'm going to, that's excellent air. We'll start with the upper half, and then depending upon how things go, he might get a lower half later. I want to tease, I want to start with abs so we can lead to the big show. I hope Timmy's here so he can cringe, but I know he's not because he doesn't support me. Timmy doesn't support me. Timmy doesn't support my feelings. So, I'm going to set a not quite hard edge. So this means I'm not going to bring it up to 100 because you never want 100% edge on your brush because it makes things so razor sharp they stand out too much. A normal pen mark and a normal pencil mark in a drawing, once they get scanned, do have a little bit of fade that makes them seem normal. So if every one of your lines is razor sharp 100% brush, it looks too much. It looks too perfect and it'll stand out. So I'm now going to go through with a 2 pixel brush. That's a tiny little guy. And I am going to color sample this gray so my black doesn't necessarily stand out. And I'm going to start drawing in new perspective lines. Sorry if I get quiet right now, because this is the annoying part. Artists out there that don't use a stylus or have tried to draw with a mouse, my pain right now. I've sadly become kind of trained on this. So I've gotten used to drawing with a mouse, which feels like blasphemy. This is a mess in here. I don't even know what's going on in here. The truth is, where we are in the drawing was so tiny and messy with so many little issues that I was like, nobody's ever going to notice that. And then here we are with me running a drawing stream where you can see literally every flaw. So, so much for the future. So, yep, I got a haircut during the apocalypse. No, I didn't. My daughter did. She got her bangs trimmed. So cute, the cutest bangs the cutest bangs to bang. They're just sitting there, and we got them out of her eyes. She even requested to have her hair did because she couldn't see. And how are you going to have adventures and slay dragons when you can't see? Am I right? Am I right? So it may look like I'm erasing and stuff, but the funny thing is I'm not. I'm actually painting on an empty layer. So here, I'll punch up the original backdrop. Boom. And then I will erase the layer I'm floating in front of. Ready? This is going to be wackadoo. Boom. That's what I've done. I have painted on an empty layer that floats in front of. So it would be like taking ink and whiteout over a transparency that once you're happy with how it looks, you could later permanently glue it down to the paper and have it be seamless. And this here is the reason why Photoshop is kind of dangerous for a perfectionist type, because you can get in insanely close and you can spend far too long getting things clean. Oh, Bald Brittany is my favorite Brittany, just for the record. Of all the Britneys that ever happened, Bald Brittany attacking her car with her Jeep with an umbrella is hands down the best Brittany. If you disagree with me, I suppose that's your right. But you are wrong. See, and I established right over here that these pegs, are, you should be able to see them like this. Okay. Draw in a belt buckle that's just too pretentious for anyone but Balren. Oh, he likes to be a pirate, so he wears this belt buckle. It's a little on the nose, don't you think? Branding. Branding is everything. Oh, it's all about branding. Now, here is a perspective issue that was driving me absolutely bonkers. If we can see this edge of the center wheel, and we can see this edge of the outer rim, we should be able to see the same edge on the inside. Bad drawer. So, right now, I will be fixing that. And you can see I once had penciled in lines implying I would have this. But got to make it a little bit thinner because I'm not loving it. I have no idea what's happening here on the top. I think I made that an emblem. I just don't even know of what. I'll make it vaguely look like a wolf or something like that. Because maybe Balren's like down with wolves. Hey Balren, you down with the wolf? You all about that wolf life? You know, woofs, what I call them. Balren is down with that wolf life. He likes to love the doggies. Okay. I'm going to draw this edge. Oh my god. You got to explain shaft, Pan. Shaft can't just go unexplained. I, too, kids, am a member of Shaft. I think... Cam, are you in Shaft? I don't remember if you're a member. Listen to that. Cam being all silent. Such a baby. What was that? Are you a member of Shaft? I don't remember if you are. No. Paris High School. Are you a member of Shaft? Well, then you're not. Okay. So, you want to tell him, Pan, or you want me to tell him? I don't care. Let me put it this way. Hey, chat, do you want me to talk about Shaft or Jeff to talk about Shaft? All right. So we have a friend, Steve. Good dude. His last name began with the letter T. He is referred to as Stevie T sometimes. And Stevie T has developed cancer more than once. Once in his bones of his leg, and another time, and he is in medical textbooks for this one, kids, on his tongue, which is only possible in people that are lifelong smokers that are older, with a history of cancer, and he's not. So because of that, he's in medical textbooks. Pretty cool. And ladies, should you ever meet the Stevie T, and should you desire to give him a smackaroo and get a little bit of a tongue kiss action, you are kissing a graft of skin from a dead man. So Stevie T can claim he has a dead man's tongue. Ha ha! Anyway, Stevie's not even a smoker. So it's just his cancer decided it was going to settle on his tongue the second time. Crazy, right? Crazy, go bonkers. Anyway, first time Stevie develops the cancer, it was in high school. And so we all go to his house when he finally comes out of treatment. And we all shave our heads in prep of the chemo he will get. There was easily 10 of us. Is that about right, Pam? Because my brother was part of it. Blake was in it. Blake and my brother are probably the founders of Shaft. If anybody are, it's those two. Anyway, so a lot of us shaved our heads, and we then created the group Shaft, Shaved Head Alliance 4, and then the T of Steve's last name. We made t-shirts, and we had gatherings, and we talked about Shaft stuff, not the cop. All right, I have now repaired all that jazz. Do you want to see the difference? Because I can actually flicker it, kids. Good. 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 Trash mouth. You were looking at this before and saying, what's he complaining about? It looks good. But you were wrong. That looks better. You are wrong. Okay. Now I'm going to merge said things down. Shabam. Done. And I can use sweet polyagonal lasso to take care of my biz for me. So come on, sweet Polly. Do yo thing. She's going to help me trace this whole biz. Soup for the soul. No, I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. I didn't know we were in a book. That's pretty fucking awesome right there. Consequently, kids, Shaft evolved over time, believe it or not, as the members grew up and moved on with their lives. And eventually, Shaft was down to only 3 real members that met with any frequency. My brother, a fine, talented gentleman named Blake, and Steve himself, the cancer warrior, who has been known to defeat the cancer more than once because he's such a stone cold pale badass. By the way, super pale. So ladies, if you're down with the pale, there's a Stevie T out there waiting for you. And that Shaft gathering turned into a yearly annual canoe trip. And the group was renamed by the members of Shaft into the Douches. And to this day, the Great Douche Float occurs every summer. It is a bunch of drunk, almost 40-year-old men going down a river in canoes in coordinated costumes with mustaches. Oh, it is a level of glory unparalleled. I am a member of the Douches, proudly. I do not attend the float. I am the official douche designer, as one might guess. So here we go, layer via copy, shebang, and now I delete all this jazz, boom, and now I got just that, except I don't got just that. I'm now going to zoom out, and let's see what all shows up as I return images to the layer. I don't know what that is, or that. That looks like a hat. Ooh, burp and chipotle, yummy. Sorry, I have an obsession with Chipotle. If you don't share my obsession, I respect you, but we disagree about what is best in life. There it is. Why does the coat look weird? Because that layer's on it. That layer has got to go. Gonna go down to sources. Can hide in there for a little while. All right. We don't have Chipotle. Ew, Chipotle fake Mexican food. Well, I'm sorry, but I like what I like, and I like the Chipotles. Chipotles. Oh, guys, look at that belt buckle. My life can move on now. It actually looks not like dog shit like it did a few minutes ago. Ah! What happened to his trident? No. Gotta move it. Oh, thank God. Oh, guys, it was going through the pants. I didn't know what I was gonna do. Well, I can tell you, they got nothing on Qdoba Grill. Chipotle just destroys Qdoba. Qdoba's like, we're just like Chipotle. I'm like, no, you're not. You are not. You are wrong. Oh, he's ghost handing it. He's a dandy. Let's see. Should I do the skin toe to the face yet? No. Let's see. What else are we going to do here? Let's do some boots. Let's do some boot scooting. Get down. Turn around. Go to town. You know what? I can't do boot scooting, kids. Here's why I can't do boot scooting. I don't want to randomly search the internet and run across random bullshit. So, what do I want to work on? I might get into the coat. As objects go, no, I can't decide. I should focus on base coats. Priorities. Okay, so let's damn the odds. See what comes up. Belt. Old belt. Old Belt Road. No, thank you. Old belts. Now, kids, when you are looking for an object you need to use to replicate, I'm really scared what's going to happen in this search. So I need to search for a large category. So tools, images, size, large. Why? You can always shrink down a picture and have it retain quality. You cannot enlarge a picture and have it retain quality. You lose quality is what happens. What's this nonsense? Nope. That is a belt from India. And though cool, just doesn't seem to fit. So we're not going to do that. I think I'm just going to keep it simple and have dry, cracked leather. I might do worn and see what comes up as an option. Oh, interessante. Trouble is, all these are wound up. And I kind of need one with just some length, but without a buckle. This is from 123RF, one of the many stock photo websites. If I pulled that right now on this stream, they would get very mad at me because it is not mine to take. Same as Shutterstock and Alamy because I'm not paying for them. So, well played, y'all. I'm not gonna. Let's see. I am, however, going to steal from a company that just sells belts, probably, and go with it from there. Because I can always warp into place if I have to. Well, it's got bullets. It's pretty sweet. That's not terrible. All right. I'm going to attempt to steal this guy and see how well it goes. I'm going to... So I right-click. You want to just open image in new tab if you can, unless this is a preview of a much larger image. So I'll just click on it first and see where it takes me. Yay. Not a sketchy Reddit. Oh, look at that. Oh my God, look at that. Yes. Yes. Why am I psyched? Do you see how giant this image is? Yes. A giant image is your jam. This is great. Right click. Save image as. Source images. Built. Can't let the players look at that source images for too long. They might find stuff. I don't want them to find stuff. There's secrets in there. So, that's one belt. Let's look for one more for variety's sake. Ooh. Big Haas full grain leather belt with holes. Nope. No holes. You know what? Screw it. I'll work with it. I will Photoshop them out. I can do that. Because I have that kind of... What is this? Oh, you better not. You better be able to be downloadable. Open image, new tab. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Yes! Save image as. Belt 2. Belt and belt 2. Get the hell out of here, guys. Now. I'm going to search for... Nope, I'm not. I'll do it myself. I say, F you, Joe boy, do it myself. Okay. So. Goodbye, textures. Open. Where's my belt? Sorry. Sorry to swallow that. Sorry about ads, Kylie Do. Everybody wants to make that monies. Ad revenues. Where's my belts? Where'd my belts go? This is like my personal hell where stuff went. Oh, you guys want to see something cool? So we made dice badges back in the day. And if nobody saw, some of you have them. Air has the copper D8 in hers. Zombie Decoy has the stone D6. But did you know there's a crystal D20? It's diamond. I made it myself, guys. So, let's see. I'm going to find my crap wherever it went. Source images, I bet. I bet it did. Belt 1, belt 2. Got to get out of there. Never even occurred to me. Hey, if you're in a night stream, like, your players are going to see stuff. That's pretty glorious. Do you see these glorious belts? Oh, I'm just so excited. Okay. Levi, why are you so psyched about these belts? First off, they're high resolution. And look at the glorious texture. I can really work with that all day. It's going to be great. Secondly, I can change these in whatever damn color I want. But then they retains the texture, so that's going to be great. I feel like Balren's a no-nonsense brown belt kind of guy. I don't figure he would look at a belt as an accessory that is actually of import, because it's not a hat, and it's not a sword, and it's not a cool hook hand, or a ghost hand, which in my opinion is better than a hook hand. But this background straight up sucks. I am using Quick Select, and Quick Select is pissed off. Why is Quick Select pissed off? Because literally, if you squint your eyes, just squint your eyes, look at my own screen, squint your eyes, you notice that all of it blends together. You can only see shadows. That's because it literally is all about the same level of value. So value is like whatever numerical range of light to dark. By the way, Photoshop sees 255 layers of darkness until pitch black at 255. So all colors range amounts of red, green, or blue to a value of 255. All colors. if you're in RGB mode. If you're in CMYK, it's the exact same thing. It's just 255. So there is the belt. I like this bottom one. He's a little bit more worn. I want a worn belt. Balren has been at the high seas for far too long, so none of his leather gear would look any good. Wow, why does my screen suck? Okay, no big deal, I guess. So I have canceled this jazz. Now I'm going to mask that nonsense out. I'm going to attempt to patch tool this, because patch tool is the jam. Thank you, Air. And I'll see you later. Except, I shouldn't see you later at Bardic, because Bardic straight up sucks. So. Okay. Shots fired. Shots fired all over the place. Why is my screen so choppy? Sorry, y'all. Don't know what's going on with that. Yeah, I said it. I'll say it again. Your stream sucks. I used to be a fan until I decided to take your time slot. Now I'm like, I'm better. Oh, no. Okay. Don't like this. Here's what I don't like. See that? It's blurry. Blurry is a dead giveaway that I've been photoshopping. And the goal of photoshopping is for no one to know you've been photoshopping. So, patch tool is not my friend. So, I'm going to do this the old-fashioned way with good old Clone Stamp, who does exactly what you tell him to do, her to do, because she's a soldier. So, I'm going to float over here and watch the holes vanish. Yeah, go away. Go away, loopholes. Go away, belt holes. Go away. Are you still streaming? Go away, belt holes. See, look at that. See, there's no way Jeffrey Epstein hung himself. Look at that. There's no holes in that belt. How big is this belt? Dang, Balren! Balren likes himself some leather. Ooh, leather for Balren. Yes. Ooh, when the Balren getting on the high seas, he likes to give himself a nice strap of leather. He knows what to do with it. Oh, yes, he does. I don't know where I'm going with this. Just stay with me. Why does my stream suck? So, does everybody else have a fuzzy stream when they look at my stuff? Yes or no? Because if they got a blurry, fuzzy stream, maybe I should shut down and restart. Anytime now. Could the team help me out and talk to me? Nope, it's good. All right, so it's just fuzzy for me. That's strange. All right, then I'll keep going. Wait, no, Cam said that. I can't trust his word. Cam would let me keep. He would let me keep a fuzzy stream. All right. I see how it is. Okay. I can trust Pan because he's on Team McCulloch. Team Levi. That's what happens when you say your own name too much. I have now flipped this guy. I am now going to size him down. Hold shift. Guy's going to be good, I promise. Check it out. It's going to look like I'm just sticking a leather belt on him. Oh, we're also getting Pan's favorite too. Pan's favorite's coming in. The magic of warp is about to happen, people. I'm going to make it bigger. Now, I need to make it multiply so I can see through it. Look at that. Just wait. Just you wait. Just you wait. Alexander Hamilton. Okay. Warp. It's that free transform doing its job. Like, hey y'all, I'm free transform. I'm just here to like help you all out. It's like, free transform, thank you. What do you ask in return? Oh, nothing. I just want the quality to look real good. I'm like, free transform. You the man. It's like, I know, bitch. Jesus. I mean, I guess it's an affectation coming out of you. Yeah, you know me. Don't be silly. Oh, free transform called me silly. I guess it's a love term. Don't be a silly bitch. Hey, what? I love you. Okay, you got a free transform. So I just grabbed the magic wand on the original illustration, and the original illustration's filling in like basically there's nothing but white space there. But now I float up to the belt, which I believe is 20. Ooh yeah, 20 action. And now I right click and I layer via copy. So it grabbed the chunk of belt that's inside that selection, and if I hit the original belt I used and delete, then only the belt of the selection drops inside, and it looks like a legit belt across his chest. What? How is that? It seems like cheating. It's just not fair. It's like zombies like, what have I been doing with my life? Why do I paint it all by hand? And it's like, I don't know. Why are you? So now I'm going to go in with a burn and a dodge. So let's see here. I got the belt. I'm going to duplicate the layer. Why am I going to duplicate the layer? Because you never work on an original, kids. You always work on the copy. Now I'm going to come up here and burn a little bit to show that the belt is coming kind of out of the shadow of the coat. And I'm going to trail a slight shadow underneath. Oh, look at that. Look at that. It looks so nice. Look at that belt. That's a belt. Across his chest. We don't know why. Is the Balren still with us? Oh, he is. Look at that. He's back. Yeah, okay. Tell you what. Hey, Balren. What color belt you want this to be? I'll flicker it. What color belt you want there, bud? You're the one that bought it in the imaginary game that's in our heads together. You know that thing. What color belt do you want? I figure you're for a brown belt kind of guy, but I could be wrong. By yo, do you mean yellow orange? Ah, black leather belts, of course. So here we go. The man wants black. So I'm going to drive that up all the way to full saturation color so I can see where I'm going to go. Now, here's the thing. Black can come from any color. So if it's going to go with his hair, then the root color of black in hair color has to be a brown of some sort, because human hair color doesn't naturally come from a blue or a green. So I'm going to go to a nice warm red, like a nice warm orangey color. Okay. Why orange? Because then when I desaturate it, it's at least a warmer gray before I darken it selectively. So I've pulled color out of it. Yeah, I'm not going to get weird about it. I'd rather you have, like, I imagine you have gold, you know, unless you want to have wood, in which case I can do it. I mean, I put gold on your hat. I don't know if you saw that, but, oh, he wants bone. Yeah, well, I made you here, if you didn't notice, you have, instead of buttons, you have swamp jaw teeth as your buttons that hold the coat together. That's what those are. So we're going to make them slightly yellow. So, clicky, clicky. There's his belty. I am now going to go through and I am going to change the contrast a lot. Why? Because I need it to, if it's going to be black leather, it's going to have some shine to it. So I got to make the darks mega dark and the brights mega bright. And now I got to go back in and desaturate it a little bit more because it's still too brown. So I'm going to pull color out of it with desaturate. Yeah, now it's looking nasty and old and pissed off. Kind of like Balren. Balren's nasty, old, and pissed off. So, there we go. Black belt. We will go in and add some shines to it later. But we got this other belt here. So let's bring in another belt. Belt. Oh, you got yourself a big belt there. Yeah, I got myself a big belt. Where'd you get that belt? I got it off the internet. Oh, what for, pray tell? Hey, now. I know why you got yourself a belt from the internet. Mm-hmm. You want to use that belt from the internet. You'll enter belt. Hey, you shut your mouth. Oh, why? What you gonna do? I'm gonna Photoshop. Okay, then. That was a preview of the voice that's gonna happen in Balren's Zweihander game. That's right. The unnecessary foghorn leghorn voice. Regardless of character is the voice that's gonna be used in Balren's game. So, the cool thing in Zweihander is I have no idea what I'm going to be because, to my knowledge, and correct me if I'm wrong, Gladius, Reximus, Maximus, Taximus, Laximus, I roll randomly, don't I? Are we going to use tables, or how are we going to do that? You want to talk about some Zweihander? It's all random, he says. So, regardless, it's going to be great. It's going to be great. I'm really hoping for a non-human, but, you know, it's what it is. Unless I get elf. Oh, if I get elf, I'm going to be the most self-loathing elf. It's going to be just like, why was I an elf? Yeah, you got to get a weird voice. Well, technically, you just did a weird voice. For Skeezer, so if you want to dial it back, Skeezer's pretty weird. I imagine Skeezer does a number on your throat. That's my guess. Where is the belt? Where's the belt? There's the belt. There's the belt. Make a layer via copy. There's the belt. And a layer and delete. Okay, look at that. It's like it's real. It's like it's real. Because it is real. Why would I bother making it by hand? That just seems like a dum-dum. So, those of you that make it by hand, good on you. Your way is actually probably faster. Even though here I am making fun of people that, make it all by hand, I know for a fact it's like, what am I doing here? Why is it not responding? What's happening here? Wait a minute. Flicker. Nope. Flicker. Yes! I flickered the wrong layer. What did I do? What was that? Did I mess with something? I messed with the old belt. Time to label. My voice is doubled? That might be an OBS. I don't know what that even means. Let me check. I flickered my voice. How about now, y'all? Is that better? Because this is the curtain. You're looking at it. Can you hear me? Fixed. All right, then. Papa, can you hear me? That was Yentl. All right. So, here we go. So this is chest belt color. This is ab belt color. All right, now I need to color contrast him. So what'd you guys do? I just messed with a couple belts, just like 2. That took 2 hours? Yeah, did. Sucked. Okay. Driving up the contrast. Just driving it up too much. And a blood bandage, like there's any other kind. Just a bandage of blood. Desaturate. Brightness contrast. Yes, yes. Brightness contrast. Goodbye. Saturation. 2 black belts in karate. But don't forget, I got this belt over here. And this leg belt. Belt. So I saw you got yourself a belt now. Yeah, I did get a belt. We're talking about the belt thing again. Oh, why you got so many belts? What they for? What you gonna wrap up now? That's enough of you. So, got my other belt. Just to switch it up for some variety, because I don't want the same nonsense constantly. And just so you know, y'all, this belt was brought to you by Roy Feller Maker in Arley, Montana. So if you want a belt just like this, DM2Art is officially endorsing Roy Gefeller Maker, Arley, Montana. USCS. Come on, Polly. Let's get a selection going. Polly's gonna get that selection. She gonna get that selection. Layer via copy. Drag and droppy. And since I'm stealing belts, time to erase the crime. Clone stamp, get in there. Leave no trace. You got it, boss. It's like we were never even there. The coppers will never know. Okay. Oh, Roy, you didn't know what would happen on this day. On this day, Roy, I took everything from you. Goodbye, Roy. So, I got me a belt. I don't know where I got it. I don't even know who made it. So this belt's going to go away for now because I want to try and switch it up a little bit. And this one's going to be the long one with a little bit of shine on it. It's going to be the thin one that holds his cutlass that he actually doesn't have anymore, but I'm not going to Photoshop it out. So there. And I don't like the light source. Now I do like the light source because it's from the correct side. Because we've generally accepted light as hitting most of the characters from the upper left. Oh, it's Balren. Balren's bankroll. He can buy his own damn sword. So we'll go like this for this one. The opposite side. That'll go like that. And now it's time to take it to the bridge. And now warp and multiply. ASMR section. It's the part where he breathes so close to the camera. It makes me feel like his breath is so close to my nape. I said nape. Nicely done. Where's my other belt? Okay. We'll warp him down too. Belt, you're about to get straight up warped. Ooh. Ooh, I caught a flaw in my own work. All right, kids, check that out. That's when the Photoshopper screws up. The coat is actually in the belt area. I didn't catch that originally. So, coat, we got to cut you out of there. It's okay. Polly is very versatile. She also knows surgery. Cut. Polly can do everything. Almost like Clone Stamp. But no one's like Clone Stamp. Don't listen to the haters. Multiply. I can't see what I'm doing there. So normal. And instead, I'm going to set opacity low. I just moved the spin point. That's the fulcrum upon which things spin. So I can go ta-da, or I can set it down here for ta-da, which is more of what I want anyway. Warping the belt on my work e-learning day, warping the belt and doing some leather for my friends. What you did? Oh, imaginary leather work. You know, for my friends. What's imaginary leather work? It's like a role-playing game. Ooh. Okay. I know that sounds weird. But I swear to you, it's true. Okay. Why am I warping that so far over? I want the grain to all warp with it. Enter. Bring up the opacity. Got to make sure the opacity... flicker. Nope. Where you at? There you are. And I'm going to now merge down. Cool. Now they're on the same layer. Now Magic Wand is going to save the day. Clicky and right click on... Where is you, belt? That's not you. That's you. And layer via copy. And delete the old layer. And belts. There they is. In all their glory. Except I missed a sliver right there, didn't I? Fucking amateurs. Okay. And that is kind of part of it. Son of a bitch. Okay, I'm going to go back in time. Because I can do that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a chunk of this belt here and use it for the rest. Right click, layer via copy. It seemed to get darker because I duplicated it. Stretching leather. This is a mess. Something went wrong. Hold on. Aha. He understands now. So I want this layer. I want that one. I want a layer via copy here. You do get lost in layers. It happens like all the time. There's so much going on with your organization that if you're already by nature a disorganized individual, you kind of get lose track. Sword belt. Wrong one. Flicker. That's the truth. Always flicker for the truth. Always flicker for the truth. Flicker stuff off and on. It'll tell you the truth. Yeah, seriously. Layers gets bonkers. A lot of my students don't like layers because they just aren't comfortable using them because it's a whole paradigm. It's a whole way of thinking that is hard to wrap your brain around. But once you get used to it, it really is the only way to work without having to redo a lot of stuff. You can work on one layer, but you'll just end up redoing everything constantly. You have to go back and cover ground you have already tread, which is that's just no way to work. That just sucks. But, it doesn't matter what I tell them. Sometimes they just have to decide that for themselves. So when that happens, some kids do the opposite and they get way into like doing too many layers all the time to the point that some of them like knowing if they hold a record. And so to that end, in my class, the kid with the most layers that they've ever used in one document, I think was 187. Just because the kid had put every single individual object, I think it was even an Illustrator file, in its own layer, just to micromanage all of it. And they had labeled many of the layers. They were still flickering a lot, but they labeled like a third of them, which is still an insane amount. So, sword belt additions. So right click, merge down, all of it's the sword belt. And now we can go to painting it black. I see a red door and I want it painted. And I can't finish the song because we don't have the rights to that song, so I can't sing the song. You get it, kids. I'm not going to lie, guys. I'm super psyched for my basement project. There's a project, I assure you. I can? Oh. You mean we can't play the video, or I can like just sing? Sing, sing it for the boys, sing it for the girls. Every time that you lose it, sing it for the world. Sing it from your heart, sing it from your guts. Sing it out for the ones that'll hate your guts. Sing it for the deaf, sing it for the blind. The best is that my kids and my wife stream this, so they're just like, what is he doing? Isn't he embarrassed yet? No, I'm not. I am increasing contrast I really don't like how bright white this has gotten. I might have to do something about that. But I do like how the black is turning out. And now I'm going to set up a selection. Just take care of that, this brightness I'm not a fan of. So, chest belt, ab belt, where'd you go? Oh, did I merge you and you changed your name? I did. Your name was Sword Belt, damn it. You be Sword Belt, that's what you be. Trying to tell me who you is. I'll tell you who you is. I made you with Balren. With Balren. I made it. I'm with. I can't discount the true creator. So basically cloning very cautiously, because if I don't stay symmetrical, it's going to create a rigid edge inside the selection area. Like that. Got to set it here. And then along the edge, and I can paint all day. I can dance all day. Okay. Balren's got belts. So sad. Hour and a half. We did 2 belts, a sash, another belt. Jesus. That's Photoshop, kids. It takes forever to do anything. So, moving on. More belts, I guess. No, I'm screwed. I'm getting sick of belts. I've been wanting to find something fun for that sash. This sash I've got drawn into Balren. Underneath the belt buckle, folded over here in like a loose, strange scarf-like knot, and then dragging down. I trust you, Pan. Just go for it. Oh, a thumbnail. Yeah, okay. I'll do the thumbnail. I don't care about tags though. You guys can tag it all you like. Tags annoy me, so no thanks. I need a pirate scarf. Oh, I'm scared. What am I gonna find? I'm scared, guys. Pirate scarf. Sash. Pirate sash. Okay. Well, this is all terrible. It's all just red. Kind of want like a cool pattern. All right. Making it myself. Okay. That's fair, Panimal. Panimal, a term of endearment. So let's search textures.com and see if they got a decent color, small thread count kind of, or high thread count, small threads, cloth or scarf. If we can get one that's got a lot of wrinkles in it. Yes, that's, oh, if I could get wrinkles. Guys, I'm telling you. Oh, if I could get them. Wrinkly cloth would be great. Now, what's up with these spheres? These are all 3D objects. I actually can't use them with my edition of Photoshop because my version for my work lacks the right plugins for 3-dimensional objects. I can do some 3D work, but not in a way that's workable with those. The funny thing is this stuff on the barn is actually pretty good. Let me see this stuff. You know, I'm digging this barn action, so I might get that guy. Good job. Cloth barn. Cloth barn. Where our barn has all the cloth you need. Come on down to Cloth Barn. You can bring the whole family. We got spools. We got shutters. We got looms. We got all the cloth you can handle. Cloth Barn. Bolt down here. Get it? Yeah, Nancy told me to say that one. I think it's pretty good too. Cloth Barn. We got all the threads you need. Cloth Barn. I think this junk pile of rags is going to be essential. This is good. Here's what I'm going to do with this cloth pile of rags. I'm going to use this in the barn. I'm going to take individual scraps out of each set and do a mass warp and condensement until it all looks like it flows the same direction. It's going to take some time, but it will be absolutely worth it because it'll have two illusions going for it. Once I get done, you'll not be able to tell I stole it from that in the first place. Number one, yay. Hide your chicanery, kids. Hide the crime. Number two, it'll look so real in ways I can't possibly replicate that when I enhance this texture with a burn and dodge. Oh yeah. Yeah, the funny thing is, Rain, in real life, I'm a bard that's very good at long-term, very slowly processed illusion. That's what I do. Long-term, slow processed illusion. However, in games, I rarely play bard, so go figure. Go figure. So, goodbye, belt. Goodbye. No. And goodbye, belt. No. Did I ever save? I bet I was a dum-dum and I didn't save the belts. I didn't. That means I gotta cut them out again. Oh, I should have saved it in the sources. Kids, I committed a cardinal sin. I deleted an original. That means I have to make it again. God damn it. Okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. If I say it's fine enough, then it'll be fine. Okay. Now I gotta find out where it went. It didn't go here. It went to downloads, theoretically. And all my texture.com stuff's at the bottom. Come on, man. Pile of rags. Cloth Barn. We got everything you need. Cloth Barn. Yes. So, drag and droppy. Drag and droppy. Goodbye. Goodbye. Where'd you kids go? You both went into sources. I'm smart again! Yes! Okay, Cloth Barn. Let's see what you got to work with. Show me what you're working with. Watch yourself. Okay. I like this section in particular, and I love the ragged edges with the holes down here. So, that's my main target, this whole midsection. I'm going to grab this. I can work with that all day. Layer via copy. And then you can go to sleep, Cloth Barn. I'm good with you. So that's Cloth Barn. He can stay right there. Rags. Rags to the top layer. Now the games begin. So I want to take these edges, which I will grab with a quick selection. Quick selection is a painted selection, whereas with poly, I'm individually drawing out each line and each edge. Quick selection senses what I want. Oh, God. Okay. Quick selection was doing just fine, and then decided to get all smart on me, and did, but I thought you wanted all of that. God, I'll tell you what I want, quick selection. So I have to be very cautious, because with quick select, the more you grab, the more it thinks you want. Oh, I swear, quick selection. I'm gonna find you and punch you in the throat. Okay. I can't trust quick selection anymore. I just can't. Polly's my girl. I like Polly. So sadly, though, with Polly, I have to do this by hand down here. So I'm going to convert to a regular lasso by holding down on the Alt for Polly and take my sweet time. All I want is these raggedy edges. Yes. Okay. Now I'm going to start another here. Go around, and then this, 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 and come on. Yes! Sweet. Sweet, sweet. Grab this, 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 this. This. Okay. I like that. I don't like that random nail, but I'll take care of that later. I will layer via copy. Good. Now, what can I grab up here? I'm going to grab this whole section right here, I think. See how well that goes. Okay, quick select. Quick select, do what I tell you to do. Don't get smart on me. See, it's scared. I mentioned throat. I mentioned finding it and finding its throat, and now it knows. So it's shutting up. And shutting up and doing what I say is exactly like how I like my cool tools. Beware of robots, kids. They're coming for us. Once tools start thinking for themselves, oh, well, that's when the revolution comes. Went into Menards the other day. Robot cleaning up the aisles. No joke. Not cool. Not cool at all. They decided to get cute with the robot. It was like an oversized Roomba. And they put in the seat of the robot this adorable stuffed moose named Buddy. It's like, robot, just because you wear a stuffed animal as a hat doesn't mean I don't see what you're up to. It's going to be cleaning robots that are the advanced spies of the coming revolution. Mock me. Go ahead. It's going to happen. Am I afraid of clones? No, I'm not. I'll tell you why. I asked very good questions of a geneticist, a former student. She schooled me on a lot of good, interesting things. I'm no longer scared of clones. She explained to me why a clone can't replace me in my life, and that even if it did, it wouldn't even look like me, and they still don't rapid age, so I'd basically have a tiny baby that looks vaguely like me, and even then it might not look like me at all because of the way certain genetics work out. specifically the genetics of environmental factors that alter your DNA as you age. I'm sure Ogle can explain that in greater detail. But, in short, used to be scared of clones. Not anymore. But robots, not off the hook yet. Stephen Hawking, before he died, you know what he told everybody? We as a society should not pursue AI. I'm not crazy. Guarantee you there's some idiot out there who's playing chess with one right now, going like, you're my only friend. I made you because I wanted to be the first. Telling you, y'all go read Robopocalypse. Robopocalypse. It will give you nightmares. Great book. Steven Spielberg optioned it to a movie. Oh, folks, this cloth. Am I right? I'm going to flip it. You're just going to get even better. Even better. Blam. I wanted that rip on the outside. Levi, what about the bottom there? Oh, I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on it. I promise. I'm on it. I'm on it. I'm on it. I said I'm on it. Okay. So here's where we got to get really into the weeds. I don't know if Warp is going to pull this off. So we might get into Warp's big brother, which I know Pan doesn't even know how excited he is for. Okay. There he is. Pan's still here. So we're going to go into Danger Zone. I should save my work. I'm going to do that. Yeah, how about we save it? Yeah, sure. Maximize compatibility. All right. Here's where things get wackadoo. This, kids, is Liquify. Liquify is the truly dangerous tool for those of you that have self-esteem issues. Liquify allows you to go into images of yourself and change things so drastically that only plastic surgery could do it. So we're going to do it to cloth, but you'll start to get the idea pretty fast. So right now I have it set so I can only see the cloth. So I'm going to show a backdrop of all the layers, but I really just want the illustration copy layer. Okay, that's actually quite beautiful. You can see what I'm doing here. So I'm going to have 100%. Now I'm going to leave a little bit of opacity down so I can see what I'm doing. Oh, it's not froze. It's not froze. It's good. So I am now going to take this guy, the forward warp tool. The forward warp tool allows me to grab and move things like silly putty, and it gets wackadoo nonsense. Really, you pull it by tiny clicks, but it makes everything like silly putty. Uh-oh. Pan can't see the one thing that's truly going to melt his brain. This is funny. His computer can't handle the idea of Liquify. Yeah, it really does look like Clayface. So right now I'm doing tiny pulls, but I need to pull this whole thing up. So I'm going to make a sizable brush. Yeah, I figured you'd like it, Pan. I'm going to do a cool drag over here. Oh, it's a pretty dang cool tool. I'm not going to lie. Liquify is outright dangerous sometimes. Trouble is, it's very easy to show your hand with Liquify. Like, it's very easy to make it look like you liquefied something. So the hard part is using it well so it's a little bit hidden. I'm not as worried because I'm working on a texture effect. I'm working on cloth. If you're drawing something, like let's say you're drawing terrain, you can make a mistake on the general shape of a mass of leaves in a tree. And no one would know that you made a mistake. Because as long as you get the essence of a tree correctly, you're probably fine. I'm going to work on this. Oh, you'll like this part. Here, check it out. Let's say I make a giant mega mistake. Pan, you're going to love this. It's going to help. It's going to melt your brain. Oh no, what did I do? Okay, so that's what I did. If you make a giant mistake inside of Liquify, because you see we're still in Liquify screen, we're not at the regular screen yet, then you can go here to the Reconstruct tool, and the Reconstruct tool is basically the spell that Newt's commander uses to rebuild the buildings after things destroy them. I'm going to start clicking. It senses how things were before in the area when you started liquefying, and it just repairs them exactly the way it used to be. I can just mess stuff up all day and just watch myself fix it. It's super fun. Of course, then you don't get anything done, but seriously. Yeah, it's the mending spell. It's legitimately the mending spell. I can cast mend. I mend. I just did it. So I can cast Mend, and Mend's much more destructive friend, Rend. Is that what I'm going to call it? No, I'm going to call it Liquefy. Who am I kidding? Going to move this down. And I want this to be a natural fold so it doesn't look too warped. But Liquefy is how you see people's legs get lengthened or jawline get altered in a photo shoot, or especially in women, female models, when you see things on female models get exaggerated in size or in like waistlines, it's always Liquefy. So Liquefy is the one that's really altering the fundamental biology of things you're looking at. That's why it's like the evil one. All right, the funny thing is, you watched me warp that into the shape of the scarf, but when I come back and I flicker it back on, I'll have to turn it off and on so you can see. So we're going to commit, warp. So here now it looks a little spaghettified, right? I will flicker it off and on. Used to look like this. Now it looks like this, this. But if I put it on multiply and I do the original illustration, because I'm dropping it into a drawing, then can't believe we're already close to done already. We're already close to done, everybody. It's getting crazy. Oh, I have to go on the outside and trim it that way, I suppose. And I go inside the coat. Okay. And sorry, this is a tricky grab because it's a lot of line work in a very tight space. So I'm going to right click and select inverse and make sure I'm on that scarf layer. I don't really know where it is right now. Hold on. 27. Okay. And then layer via copy. And then tell layer 27 we are not needed. And hopefully we've got a scarf. Scarf gets a little funky right here because it's cutting in front of the trident. So I'm just going to cut that out by hand. Here comes Polly. She knows how to do everything. She is loyal. She is hardworking. She is accurate. Oh, wow. Howdy, Kirby. Ladies and gentlemen, that's Sailor Kirby. That is a student from Yorkville High School. So now I gotta, talk with greater caution. I've been found. And delete. Nope. What did I delete? Here comes the teacher voice. Hey, everybody. The teacher voice. Not going to get too weird. It's just the teacher voice. Woo! Okay. Okay. No, I can't say anything offensive. I got students in the stream now. I got parents that could be also looking over their shoulder saying, "Oh, so what's this? Is this part of your e-learning?" And I'm like, "No, it is not." So he just does this and invites students to watch? That seems irresponsible. Well, Kirby, I have been speaking mildly inappropriately. I apologize. You may catch that. I am not looking for ways to get fired. I assure you. Nope, nope, nope. I like my job. I'm one of the few in the world that have a job they enjoy. It is a rare thing. Oh, thank you, Kirby. I appreciate you wearing headphones. I'll still try and dial it back, though. I'm sure you understand. No pixels are selected. Why are you giving me grief? What's going on here? What is... Oh, I'm using regular lasso like an idiot. I'm an idiot! Okay. My student's going to be all like, "You are not this animated when you teach." Sorry, I'm cleaning up nonsense. You see all this nonsense? I don't like this nonsense. I don't believe in nonsense. It needs to die. It needs to be burned. Bye-bye, Kirby. Have a lovely day. So, I'm really close to wrapping up, to be honest. So, we made more progress on Balren. Boots will be next. I'll collect boots on my own. I'll probably honestly have a big chunk of Balren done the next time I hop on. Because the last thing I want to do on stream is for you guys to watch arguably the most delicate work, which is like skin tone. That stuff's legitimately hard to do. And I got lazy. Check it out. Did not do this. Did not do this at all. At this angle, looking into Balren's face, he should have ear anatomy. He was the first drawing I did of the crew, so I just left out ear anatomy. So I have to draw that in digitally. So the next time you see Balren, he'll have ear anatomy. And they won't be just blank slates like that right now. And then next time I come in, we'll probably be focusing on just skin. So skin tone could be the focus. I don't know if I'll be streaming again this week. We'll see. Mostly because I really need to start writing game because, we are going to play in 4 more days. Saturday, the 21st, Everstorm. Game 3. I don't have a name for it yet. So, it is pluggy plug time. Ooh, I got an idea. I have ideas, and they are dumb, 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 dumb. I have ideas, and they are dumb, 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 dumb. Okay. Hey, everybody. I am Balren, Demon Beast of Vula's Hands. And I'm here to say all the plugs for the stream today. I want you to know that Levi is amazing at what he does, and I respect him as a person. Come check us out later on tonight. Come see us at Bardic Knowledge and let everybody know that Cam sucks. And then say that Cam, you suck, and your podcast, your whole stream sucks, and Levi's is better. And now, come check us out at Bardic Knowledge tonight. Chamomile, what time is your stream? Cam! Oh, I just thought of even better. It's going to be even better. It's going to be even better. Oh my God. I'm such a genius. Cam! Cam! No, it doesn't work. Okay. I can't warp it that fast and have it look good. That looks pretty decent, though. 8 p.m. Come check out the Bardic Knowledge, where Cam is going to write songs for all of the players. And tomorrow night, come check us out at 7 Days to Die or to Live, where as we continue for building the base for Clint's base, he is going to make sure we all live. Yeah. And Thursday, what happens Thursday? I believe it is a Zweihander game that is going to wrap up the first campaign of Zweihander. Is that correct, Gladius Rex Maximus? Of course it's correct. I'm Balren. Nothing is happening Thursday. Nothing on Thursday or Friday, so everybody take a break. Maybe I'll be back by then for more painting. I don't know. We'll see. So there. Thanks for coming by. Please support everybody else's streams. The stream team, Heroes Approved, for Drunks and Dragons, Grouch Couch, and the Dragons in the Dining Room, and Lich, and we're gonna raid Air Laser, because she's the best! Ah! So now, raid.